A day I thought I would never live to see in this country. It really was. I was at work. Lisa was home. She was on leave of absence from work. Joey was in school. I think John was home. My sons were in the city at work. When I first went to work, I said, oh, Dawn, because they were doing all the roads, and there was the tar, and I didn't know I had an illness at that time, but all I know is the car made me sick and hard to breathe. And I said, oh, Dawn, I hope it's not busy, I'll go home early. And it was noisy, a block away from my office. All of a sudden, I had my TV on in the office, and I saw the plane. I was talking, I think, to Lisa. I saw the first plane, I saw it hit. And I said, gee, I said, turn the radio on, and turn the TV on. I said, a plane just hit the building. And I didn't realize it until the second one I saw. As I'm telling Lisa about the first one, I saw the second one come around behind the building and into it. I didn't realize it was an attack at first until I saw the second plane. And I said, oh my God, they flew into the building. Within, I would say, 15, 20 minutes. Now, my office building is built over a subway. There's grates. So you can hear it. You know, the building shakes once in a while. Within 15 minutes, it got very quiet outside. And when I went to look, all the machinery that was, the heavy machinery that was digging up the streets was gone. It was gone, and you know, it just disappeared. And it was very quiet, no birds, no nothing. Very, very quiet, very eerie. So I got through to my sons, and you know, because they didn't know what happened. Then my other son told me that he was standing by his office window when he saw the buildings go down. So my youngest son worked for a medical place, and the doctor said, oh, you can't leave, we're responsible for you. He said, the hell with this. Because they weren't sure how many buildings and where the next one was going to be hit. Nobody knew what was going on. So they came, and there's no trains, the mayor, everybody, no trains, no buses, no nothing to the city. Everything was stopped dead. They came to the 59th Street Bridge where you can walk over. Mm-hmm. But as they're walking that way, that's when the cloud came. They were petrified. My one son was on the bridge, and he said, Ma, you could look over that way, and you just saw this dust. And you thought you were going to be knocked off the bridge with it. That's how bad it was. When I left, I called my daughter, and I said, your brothers are on the way home. I said, I'm leaving the office, I'm coming home. Because, you know, we live next to LaGuardia. We didn't know if they're going to go after the bridge. We're between LaGuardia and the bridges. So we didn't know. But when I come down 49th Street, and when I got to the avenue, it was so creepy because I saw like a Ford truck. And inside were men in uniforms. And they were holding on to a railing in the middle, and they had guns. And the thing in my mind went, I said, oh my God, it looks like during World War II. But my father was an air raid warden. They would go around like that and tell you to shut your lights off and stuff because they were afraid of a German air attack or something. And that's what it was. So when I got home, I said, thank God. We got my grandson from school because we figured if anything was going to happen, better we're all together. We got him. I think it took the boys 2 hours to get home or not. And Christian has a very bad leg, as you know. So he was like, you know, limping when he come in the house. But my sons, when they hit the house here, and Andreas met them at the bridge, so they more or less all came over the bridge together. The three, they just sat here and cried. They cried because be it 9 o'clock in the morning, when the planes hit, you said they hit the building. And then it started to realize, well, you were at work, so there was people in that building. It didn't realize, most people didn't think of people right away. They thought as, oh, the building's coming down, until they realized there was people in there. A lot of people. And then you realize those people were all gone, no matter how many there were. They were gone. And you saw the things falling off the windows and stuff, and that was people jumping. And my son Joey actually saw people jumping. And he said it was horrible. Horrible what they did. Then, you know, it just seemed like the whole city sort of united. I guess that's the one thing about America. They're always good in a crisis. No matter who hates who, they always seem to come together in the crisis. And it was just horrible after that. You just couldn't believe that something like that happened in your country. Never happened here before, never. Always the wars and everything else have been someplace else. Never happened here before, never. Someplace else. Always the wars and everything else. You just couldn't believe that something like that happened in your country. Never happened here before, never.